Yeah, we hate everything.
Welcome, everyone. It's Monday. It's time for Versus. Today on the show, Weapons took out the Fantastic Four, First Steps, plus Freakier Friday. What is going on at the box office? We'll discuss it and find out. Plus, One Piece dropped a trailer. The GINA Carano lawsuit with Disney is settled. What will be the fallout? Plus your comments and questions. Let's get going. Let's start the show. Most everyone's here. Not everybody, but most everyone. So let's go.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can. What?
Hey, everybody. What's going on? It's Monday. All right. How's everybody doing?
Not hungover.
It's Monday.
I know this collective. What are you doing? Dante's having his first cup of coffee.
Fourth, actually.
I need a fourth.
Get fun.
Okay, but let's go around the horn. Everybody, let's go.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. Happy to be hanging out once again on a Versus Monday. Saw Weapons twice already. It's awesome. Can't wait to talk about it.
I saw Weapons once and I loved it until I didn't. Can't wait to talk about it.
Dante from Verbal Riot, and I'm just here to watch Hollywood burn.
Alan Ing Film Threat. I'm more interested in what the token white guy has to say. That'd be you, Chris.
Why'd you do that to me? What am I the token white guy?
You are the token white guy.
I guess I am on this stream right now. That's cool. But hey, we are here from Alan and I might be a little, I don't know if you're hungover, Alan.
I'm exhausted from travel.
We are exhausted. We spent last week, we were in DC, hung out with the drinker. He lives up to his name. Let me just say that. We have a lot of new videos I'll be posting today on our channel for members only, so check those out. We'll probably show a few things on Wednesday's show, but let's get started today. Big surprise at the box office. Alan, if you throw up those numbers,
yes.
What superhero movie was number one at the box office this weekend? What was number one?
Well, I guess it's a bunch of children as superheroes in the movie Weapons at number one with 43.5 million. And then Two Girl Bosses rounding out number two. It was Freakier Friday at 28 million, and then Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, number three with 15 million. Bad Guys 2, number four with 10.5 million. Naked Gun hanging in there at number five with 8.3 million. Superman still making money, even though today they announced it's coming out before the end of August on digital.
26th, I believe.
Yeah. 26th, August 26th. Superman, number six, 7.9 million. Jurassic World at number seven with 4.8 million. F1 hanging in there at number eight with 2.9 million. Together, a little horror indie movie, 2.5 million. And Sketch debuting at number 10 with 2.4 million. What do we make of these numbers? I think the big story is FF was kind of a colossal disappointment. What do you guys think?
I'm more confused about Freakier Friday. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it did as well as it did.
Yeah. I mean, that's a Disney Plus streaming movie that got released to theaters. That's what it is.
And it's not as bad as you think it is.
I went to see it.
Not as good as you think it is. So there's disagreement.
It's good for a Disney movie. Especially, look, there's an audience for it, and they showed up.
Well,
I
Who was
guess
your audience?
That's
Alan?
fair, but
Did you have a bunch of teen girls in yours? Because I did not. I had a bunch of single solo men, a gaggle of drunk women, and a group of lispy gays. But most of it were single men around my age.
oh my God.
Oh,
I
wow.
know they didn't get like paid to go by their audience to torture them, which means I think people underestimated how much like OG fans and like men fans of Lindsay Lohan and maybe Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis from the Fish Called Wanda and True Lies days just went to go see what was up.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, my
look-
teen daughter wasn't looking forward to this, and she came out loving it. So
Well, I'll just say I did when I was a kid. I liked the live action Disney movies, the computer who wore tennis shoes, all the Kurt Russell ones. And I even like the Apple Dumpling Gang. I know it's stupid. Where are those reboots?
I don't know. $1 Million
the-
Duck. Where's that one?
$1 Million Duck. I mean, these movies, they were always completely stupid premises, and I was highly entertained. I mean,
Was the fabulous Mr. Limpet? Was that one of them?
No.
You guys
no,
remember
was
that
a
the
different
Don
series.
Knotts when he becomes a fish?
oh, that was a great
That
movie,
one-
man.
it was
Yeah,
the
that wasn't
incredible
Disney.
Mr. Limpet, but
Well,
whatever.
the Incredible. I'm sorry, the Incredible.
No,
Mr. Limpet.
Fabulous
Was that-
will be the Disney remake because it'll be gay. They'll make
Yeah,
it
and he'll be
gay.
very gay.
The fabulous
Fabulous.
Mr.
He'll be the
Limpet.
gayest fish in the ocean.
Is it the
gayest fish?
I
gayest-
loved that when I was a kid. That was my
Yeah.
go-to. I just love watching
Oh,
that.
God.
Man.
I mean,
a lot of fun.
those Disney live action were always stupid, but I liked them. I mean, I especially like the Kurt Russell ones. Swiss Family Robinson. Thanks,
Yeah.
Smyrna 007. Those movies were fine. They were family oriented. The Cat from Outer Space. They actually did redo that.
Yeah, they did. And then
They did?
That Darn Cat. Remember that one?
That darn cat. I mean,
And
they're
then,
I know they
the
did
Witch
an
Mountain
escape from.
series.
Didn't they do a Witch Mountain? They did a Witch Mountain remake.
Yeah, they did it with The Rock, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Like,
No.
that
I
was
had
great.
such a crush on that girl from Escape from Witch
Yeah.
Mountain.
I thought you said you had a crush on The Rock, and that was going to be equally.
I
interesting.
did.
That girl was
I did
cute.
not.
She wound up on Hello Larry. Remember that?
Yeah,
Remember
I
that
mean
show?
but those kids had superpowers. They were aliens. They were dumb, fun, safe
No, Disney used
movies.
to make some great movies, man. I
Mhm.
remember Something Wicked This Way Comes. That was a great horror film from Disney back in the day.
Yeah. Well, if they did a modern remake of Apple Dumpling Gang, they could set it in Chicago about a bunch of kids that try to make viral videos and end up in jail. That could be a thing. It could be. I don't know. That's a terrible idea.
No, but what
Please.
part would Kevin Hart play? That's what I want.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's a diverse group, by the way. It's a diverse group.
Yeah, diverse. It's black. That's what you
No, it's just diverse. So I don't know. The big takeaway from this is wow, Fantastic Four First Steps might not crack 500 million worldwide. Can you click on that, Alan?
Yeah.
FF.
It's getting close, but
You know what? My
Yeah,
question
435.
about this is this. I mean, it's obviously doing bad, right?
Yeah.
Was there more expectation for Fantastic Four than Superman?
I don't
Because
think so.
Superman's not doing it's doing good, but not that much better than Fantastic Four, right?
There
And so-
was.
but nobody seems to be like on Superman's ass the way they are with Fantastic Four. And
Oh no,
don't get me
Superman's
wrong.
getting blown. It's getting the best campaign. They're only mentioning domestic. Did you realize that Superman has blown through every movie? It's domestically. It's the best movie ever.
he blows
According
through
to certain
dogs as
sites.
well.
According to
Yeah.
you go on Reddit and everybody's like the comparison game between this and Man
But
of Steel,
Fantastic
this and BVS.
Four.
Yeah. So yeah, Superman's getting the blues as well because everybody's bringing up adjusted for inflation every time you bring up the box office with Superman. So
You don't even need to adjust for inflation, and it's still getting trounced. So that's the fun part.
But yeah, I think there was some expectations for Fantastic Four because look, Disney spent a lot of money to get these properties over from Fox, and here they are, and it's doing absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. And
This
I
is
think
also
Pedro
the
Pascal effect
precursor.
is hurting it.
This is the precursor to the two Avengers films. While
Yeah,
I don't think Superman hurt the DC universe at this point in time.
No, not at all.
Well, it's
yeah,
trying to start
it's gonna
one.
start it.
This movie should have made should be making Avengers more exciting when it comes up, and it didn't do it.
Yeah, it's just there's no build up
Mhm.
to Doomsday.
Not
there
at
was
all.
such a great buildup to, Infinity War, Endgame. That was the biggest buildup in history. Every film kind of built toward it. There was some little layer or something that everything paid off. Nothing will pay off in Doomsday. Nothing.
So another good question then is, should Disney have stuck with Kang?
No.
I don't know, but I have to think in some multiverse, there is a movie with the Captain Marvel led Avengers fighting Kang. That must exist.
Yeah, I don't know if Kang was the right move. I think they had already saw the writing on the wall that this character really isn't working. People have already checked out and they were giving up on him before anything even happened to Jonathan Majors. I do wonder how they would have handled it if Jonathan Majors hadn't gotten in legal trouble. Because it's real easy now. Oh, cool. We can just dismiss Jonathan Majors out of the universe and we can bring Robert Downey Jr. and there it go. But I think this is just a bad lead up to what should be the biggest movie in cinematic, with all of these characters coming back. You got the X-Men coming back, you're combining them with all of the current Marvel guys, and you got Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, and nobody cares. There's zero energy.
No one cares, man, because there's no lead in. There's nothing.
There still isn't a lead in.
Yeah,
there still isn't a lead in.
There was a lead
and it's
in,
the idea of a
50-year-old.
The idea of a 50-year-old Reed Richards fighting a 60-year-old Dr. Doom is just turning a lot of people off. These guys are too old to be playing these roles. They should have cast younger actors. I don't know why they decided to go in this direction, but it's stupid. Cast a younger Dr. Doom and then give people somewhere to grow for the next 10 years. Dr. Doom should be a villain for the next 10 years in the MCU. But Robert Downey Jr. is not going to be playing this into his 70s. He's not doing that. So I think it's just a bad idea to put Robert Downey Jr. and, Pedro Pascal.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is done after Secret Wars. I think he's done.
Yeah.
There's no buildup to this story. And my understanding, if I could, I don't know if this is news breaking at all, but apparently Doom starts as a good guy in Doomsday. He actually starts as a character that's friend to the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Franklin's godfather, probably.
Well, or just, he starts as, he's not initially a villain. Now, he may have other motives, right? But you're going to see him evolve and then do what Doom always does.
But my question is, why didn't they just do that in the Fantastic Four movie? Why didn't we just get Doom in that movie?
Yeah.
They could,
and that could have been a lead in to Doomsday, right? Like, they did this all wrong, man.
Yeah.
So
I mean, is
Doomsday
going to be the origin story of the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom now?
I mean,
when Robert came back and he said, new mask, same task. Yeah. He's going to be the hero stopping the incursion. He's just going to have to do some fun things to do it. So in his mind, he'll be the hero.
One thing, now things, obviously the movie is being rewritten. Doomsday is being, written as it's evolved, or as Kevin Feige puts it, the script is being plussed. They're making it better while they go. I'm told that the betrayal is something like a classic Universal monster along the lines of like Lon Chaney as Phantom of the Opera. And he is a broken human, almost comparable to a Darth Vader, where he needs the suit to actually function as function in life. So, and it's a full-on Universal monster portrayal of Doom. That's what I am told. But he doesn't begin evil. And he kind of, I'm trying to think of the right word, like gets involved with the FF as a benevolent figure before turning. It sounds to me, from everything I've heard from my source, it sounds like Darth Vader. It really sounds like a better version of Vader, and the origin of Vader is how they're approaching it.
I mean, as far as we know, Spider-Man isn't going to lead into Doomsday either, right?
No, standalone. We'll talk about Spider-Man later, but
I guess that's my point. There's no lead into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
and you're going to pour in a lot of money into these Avengers movies.
we got like a post-credit scene, and that's it.
Which
like,
probably wasn't even Robert Downey Jr. It was
Yeah.
just someone in the costume. And what was the purpose? And is that where Doomsday picks up a disfigured Victor Von Doom looking at the face of Franklin Richards, hoping that maybe he can fix him, so to
forget
speak?
the Thunderbolts scene that shows the Fantastic Four showing up in a space event?
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Feige
Doom
saying
is on
that
that ship.
right.
I'm
Well,
gonna-
we
yes.
know what happens. He
Well,
steals
credit
the goddamn baby. He again, hero who has to do this.
But who knows? It could begin there, and then it's like 2 years earlier, right? And then tell the story.
Do a
You know, they
flashback.
bop around in time all the time.
It's
So
going to be a bloated mess. It's probably going to be 3.5 hours. We're just going to be sitting in the theater like, why didn't they build up to this? You know, because look, all the characters that they got to go through, they have those 26 characters that they've already introduced, not to mention who else might be coming in this. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're not done announcing people. So you're going to probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 characters that you're going to have to juggle over what, 3-4 hours. Bruh,
Yeah,
I'm
this is going to be Mortal Kombat Annihilation all over again, man. Like, this is going to be some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Well, as long as they pay off the Shang-Chi end credit scene, I'll be happy.
you know that's
That would
never
be
gonna
right.
happen. They are not paying off any of those phase 4, 5, 6
Come on.
loose
I mean,
ends.
Harry Styles isn't going to be in Avengers.
I
Yeah,
still
probably
think-
not.
I still think my pitch for having Lewis from Ant-Man give like some thing of like, oh, here's what happens. What's the actor's name? I love that guy.
Michael Pena.
Oh, Michael Pena, so great. Have him come out and say, "Oh yeah," and then he explains all those loose ends in some random weird story he tells, like Cyclops or something.
I mean, at
You
this
know?
point, it couldn't hurt him at all.
It would be funny. I miss you know what I miss? Also, the short films that filled in details. You remember between when there were only Marvel movies, no Disney Plus shows, they'd have these little short films. The one on the Mandarin was great, among others, right? And
The Marvel shorts,
the Marvel shorts were really good. They were clever. It was sort of like when you buy a comic and there'd be like a 2 or 3 page story that would be something that wouldn't not big enough for a comic, but some like, you know, Ben Grimm versus the Yancey Street Gang. He ends up with egg on his face, you know.
Even that
Just
one I thought was
goofy.
cleanup though. They were like, hey, you really pissed everyone off by having Trevor Slattery be like a fake Mandarin. So now do a Marvel short where we show that there's the real man. And then of course that ends up being some Asian dude that has nothing to do with Iron Man. But I'm looking forward to a Spider-Man.
Well, coming back to the topic, how does Marvel fix it? Can everything be fixed in one movie? Is Marvel one good movie away from getting back on track?
Nope. They need to go away for a very long time. They have to. Like honestly, the stink is on them, man. They got to just go away for a while. No one trusts them. Like, we're sitting here speculating about Doomsday and Secret Wars. I think these movies are going to do fine. I think they're going to be a disappointment for them. I don't think people are going to show up the way they think people are going to show up just because they're announcing all these big names.
Their budgets are going to be insane. Like Dead Reckoning, his 2 movies, the $600 million or whatever. Like, think about what they're
Robert Downey
gonna pay.
Jr.'s paycheck alone is half the budget,
and they're
right?
filming
I
with
mean,
it not
so-
being finished. Like, bro, it's gonna be so expensive.
Yeah,
Make
and
their money back.
it all has to do with leadership at Marvel Studios. We have no faith in Kevin Feige, so why should we have faith in
No
Avengers?
confidence, man. No confidence.
I mean, if anything, Infinity War, which I think is the better of the 2-part story, Infinity War, most people agree, that really was Thanos focused. It was his story.
You know,
right?
they call Infinity War the Empire Strikes Back of the MCU movies.
Yeah. Yeah, the only MCU movie where they lost. Although, to be fair, Fantastic Four First Steps, they didn't win so much as they, kick the can being Galactus, across the galaxy. Infinity War was the best in my mind. It cost something. It seems like every Marvel movie has been. This is why they have a villain problem. A villain is introduced. A villain is introduced and defeated by the end of the movie. The end. That's every movie. You can't. I mean, clearly audiences have checked out when it seems the market cap for a superhero movie is 500 mil, 600 maybe, unless you got a Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a team up movie where you're bringing back, Blast from the past, member berries. You're gonna have to do that kind of thing in order to get people into the, into the
dinosaurs
theaters.
in it.
Because just like you said earlier, what Superman drops, on VOD in 45 days. So for these movies, I can wait 45 days to watch this, and I'll watch it in the comfort of my own home. I can wait, So it's like the superhero movies aren't the event films that they used to be. Because we've gotten, I don't know how many movies has Marvel made. What number are we on in the MCU at this point? Like
38. I mean,
Like,
who
who
knows
cares?
at this point, man?
Yeah, I've lost count. I used to know. It's like now
Right,
I've just lost count. I don't know how many movies they've
38.
made. Along with 38, okay, along with all of the TV shows and then every other superhero, property that's out there that's trying to, milk the fans for all they're worth. And people are done. People are just done.
I think the reason why I have zero faith in this, man. I mean, I've always had reasons for it, but especially lately, man. When I read that post from Beau DeMayo when he talked about that meeting room and what, I was like, okay, we're done here, guys. Like,
What was it?
I have a link
post,
in the notes at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a great post where he tells you what it's like in a Marvel meeting room, and it's sad.
He's been saying it for a while.
Put that up, Alan. Put it up the tweet. And also, by the way, Beau DeMayo is on fire. That guy, he's honest. Seems like he genuinely cares.
Him and Liefeld, man, have been pretty on point, dude. So I mean,
and he's a thirst trap.
Beau is the one that warned everyone about The Witcher at Netflix and that they painted Henry as toxic because he wanted to stay true to lore and all that. And the same thing happened to him. And now he's naming names because he got his NDA dropped. Talked to him a couple times. Great dude. Yeah, they screwed him over. They hate us. They told him to turn off his comic collector brain and didn't want to go along to the story Bible that they all agreed upon.
Badger, would you read this tweet from Beau DeMayo? So this will close the topic here.
To those asking why I'm so hard on Superman, the answer is I've never worked with Gunn or DC. Like Matt Shankman, the writers of Fantastic Four, I've sat in the creative meetings at Marvel Studios. They're horrible. You basically sit in a room with Kevin Feige and Lou D'Esposito, and you try to pitch your movie while also realizing that Kevin just wants you to dictate his rushed thoughts. Victoria Alonso used to be in these, but Kevin and Lou had so mistreated her that one of my #Blade meetings, she just showed up with sugar cookies she'd baked to help improve morale.
Jesus.
You're even told not to try to pitch ideas from the comics because Lou isn't a big comic guy and it'll turn him off. You sit and talk about craft and story and characters only to have Kevin and Lou say, yeah, well, all we need to do is make sure it's fun and et cetera, et cetera. There's no spark. There's no vision. Marvel is a slaughterhouse factory where you watch fresh meat get spoiled as it slowly makes its way through the assembly gears of mediocre thinking and this weird hatred for their own product. This is why Robert Liefeld isn't just some bitter old man talking about the comic book writers, is met with open contempt. And yeah, we heard them actively tell their own employees, don't read the comics. I had to fight with the Lulds involved to get X-Men 97, and even the dismissive news with which Dana Vasquez Ebenhart spoke about them, basically telling me the OG creators were meant to be seen, not heard, to appease fans. Wow. I wanted to co-write an episode with them, and that was Dana's response. She's also who told him to turn off his comic collector brain. I even remember wanting to talk to Chris Claremont and being shut down. I wanted Joe Madureira to do posters, just as I was scolded for being too friendly with fans or coming off as one too much. This was a meeting in which I pitched that we could use Blade as a chance to pick up the dangling threads from Doctor Strange when it came to Wanda and the Darkhold. We could use Varney and the Darkhold cultists. One of my drafts opened with Deacon Frost tricking British explorers to trek up to Mount Woodagore, where, by the way, Beau knows all of this back to back, like comics.
Wundagore.
Thank you. Wundagore, where he does blood magic to reveal the vampire spell used by Varney and his followers during the days of Kull. It started. I'd start trying some of these threads together. Tying. I even had the same monsters from Doctor Strange show up to kill the explorers before Deacon reveals he's a vampire and kills them. Up until that point, he'd been covered against the cold and daylight. This was set before Doctor Strange 2, so a lot of the stuff played ironically, while also having Frost give us more details about Kython, who we also glimpsed in Doctor Strange 2. To Kevin's credit, he liked the idea, as well as my pitch that magic is to Blade what snakes are to Indiana Jones. He hates magic, but then Lou felt it was too comic booky, while Mahershala bumped on the idea of being magic in the film tonally. Then I watched as them and Nate Moore picked it apart, and we were off to a new draft. It went through 4. It's a broken machine, and so I can see where Matt and his team probably had great ideas, only for Marvel's arrogance to destroy them.
That's horrible.
Wow. Was so what do we first of all, I love the Beau DeMayo is so like he's gone scorched earth.
He's
not working for Marvel anymore, but he really is giving us an inside look on what it's like to be there.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was about. It doesn't sound like it was about the comics. It wasn't about the characters. It wasn't about anything that fans would want. It was about what Kevin Feige wanted and his ideas. And honestly, Kevin Feige, you see what Kevin Feige has done to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 5 short years. He's absolutely destroyed it. So I would just stay as far away from Kevin Feige if I was Marvel right now. I think the guy needs to go.
Yeah, it may be time for new leadership. It's like
say what you want about Brad Winterbaum, the guy that's in head of all the Disney Plus. Brad is the reason Beau got hired in the first place, because they would have nerd conversations, and Brad hired him because of his knowledge and like kind of had to sneak him in. And we see the results.
Yep.
We're going to get to your comments soon, but this was a random topic, not planned. Threw it in there. I want to get your thoughts before we move on to some other Marvel news. Weapons. What'd you guys think? For everyone who saw it, I loved it. Plan to see it again. And Alan and I did our review. Anything you want to add?
Both
What's
times.
That?
I said I saw it twice. I loved it both times.
Okay.
You won't be seeing it again, or
I
you
won't
will.
be,
You won't be. Okay.
I liked
it,
although my wife wants to see it.
I liked it until the end, and the problem is I can't give you any of my criticisms because they're all spoilers. But I will just say that there's a very big tonal shift that I don't want out of my comic book movies that turned me off and made me feel kind of alienated about everything I just watched. Maybe knowing what it is a second time I would like it, but I will know I went into Robert's observations, and his was titled Bait or Witch, like bait or switch, bait or witch. And I kind of think we might agree on the movie, but I'll just leave it there because I don't want to spoil anyone's. I liked it until the end, and then for all those reasons, it just kind of threw me.
Gotcha.
It threw me. But it was well made,
I think
well
the
acted.
ending, and I know, I think the ending is probably going to be the most problematic thing for most people because it is kind of a tonal shift. It changes, but it doesn't when you think about it. You know, I think if they had did something different, damn, that's going to be a spoiler. So never mind.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Yeah, well,
we'll get there.
Maybe the safest way to say is there's a shift in the music at the end of the movie.
Ferris Bueller being chased through the ground. Brolin was great, though. This is some of the best acting I've seen out of him, and I could not imagine Pedro in that role. It would have completely changed.
God.
It would have completely changed the movie. So I understand why he had to recast and do it.
Wait, all right, Badger. Let me ask you this: what if the end was like silence from that?
Yeah,
you know.
Just there were certain noises being made that made me laugh. Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yes.
So if it was played differently, if it was toned down like the noise and silent, if it was just more silent, and
how it was shown is, I think, what made the tone change.
A lot of that. Yeah. I think there's that. I think that's a part of it. But I still enjoyed it, man. I had a hell of a time. Both times I watched it, I liked it. I watched it the first time at the 217 showing on Thursday. Liked it then. My son says, Dad, I want to go watch it. So I said, all right, let's go. So we watched it Saturday, and man, he was laughing.
The ending.
That's the thing. It has this unintentional comedy, and it takes you out of the movie a little bit, but it's also really, really, really funny. You know, so he enjoyed it, and you know, he gave it a 10 out of 10. He loved it. He says, man, I'd watch this movie again.
But my heart was aside from Naked Gun was it weapons, and that probably shouldn't be a thing.
I know, it's funny. I sat next to Chris the whole time and only saw half the movie.
He was covering his eyes quite a bit, but to be fair, I did a couple times, and I actually screamed out once during a jump scare. Hey, in other Marvel news, Marvel related, there is a promo for Spider-Man New Day, a little teaser that broke on X. We'll watch this video real quickly here with Tom Holland. It's the first day on set, day one back in the suit. So let's take a look at this video. It's 1 minute. I love the suit. It's right out of the cartoon and the comics from the 60s. It looks great. This is going to make $1 billion. And I think part of the reason is Spider-Man as a property is outside the Marvel. It's connected, but not really, right? Because it's Sony. I think this will be like, I think it's looking really good.
And John Barenthal.
What's that?
John Barenthal, Punisher.
Oh God, yeah.
And if he shows up, they said upgrade, which could easily just be that APC. We've seen them filming that chase. But if he shows up in any form of Iron Man Punisher armor, like he's done in the comics, spray painted black to fight Hulk. Yeah, it's gonna make it. That will make $1 billion. Yeah. Otherwise, 7, 8, depending. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm very enthusiastic. Please don't show me anymore. I mean, there will be a trailer, but I don't want to it's cool. The suit alone has me pumped. What do you guys think?
No, I think Spider-Man's going to be a great one-off, and honestly, it's probably going to do the best for the MCU that's been done for a while. Mm-hmm. It's sad that it's not going to lead to anything, right? We're going to have this one great film, or I don't want to predict, but let's just say good film. We're going to have this one good film, and then what?
What if it ends with an incursion? It ends with Hulk, Punisher, and Spider-Man looking at an incursion happening, and you see X-Men from Fox. You know what I'm just saying? Like, what if it leads right into it?
It could. I mean, I don't know if they're done filming yet, or if they're still filming, or I don't know how far they are in this, but
yeah, and I don't think they're going to let
Spider-Man. They just started, right?
I don't think they're going to let a Sony film kind of lead into Avengers.
I'll bet there's almost nothing. It's disconnected from the Marvel MCU, the Disney MCU, Marvel.
Ruffalo, Hulk, and John Barenthal, who's MCU.
Yeah, cameos.
Well, that's cameos. It's not like
cameos, no.
Well, I mean, Doctor Strange was in No Way Home, so I mean,
and I'm so glad they got rid of the whole Tony Stark iron suit, the Stark Industries. Yeah. Like, I'm wearing spandex. I'm doing the
huge web shooters, so he's clearly building it himself with he's getting at the Home Depot or something, because it's not like the sleek under his suit that we saw at the end.
Yeah, I love it. That's all a throwback to the original Spider-Man and away from the Stark tech. Yeah,
I like it street level, no magic, no look, sure, Hulk cameo, that's cool, Punisher, that's cool, some unnamed villain is in it. It's
cool if the Hulk is a Savage Hulk. If it's
Professor Hulk.
If it's Ruffalo Hulk again, I don't know.
Yeah, if it's Savage Hulk that can talk, and they do the thing from the comics where Banner doesn't remember that Peter's Superman, but Savage Hulk remembers. It's like, hi, Peter.
I miss the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde version of the Hulk.
Yes.
Or the sort of drunk, and then I woke up and don't remember what I did last night, but there's a building. Why am I wearing purple pants that are ripped and I'm not wearing a shirt? What happened to me last night?
I did duck fart shots with the drinker.
Well, yes, that could happen. But
I feel like Smart Hulk has kind of overstayed his welcome. It's like I want Savage Hulk back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree. But this is already looking good. And I don't have to worry about some build up to some event for the MCU.
Practical shooting of the web on that rig going through the street. It looked great.
It looked great. Already.
Although it's a little wild seeing John Barenthal go from killing a man with a hatchet and Daredevil, and then going into Spider-Man and being kind of PG,
I think we'll see a menacing Punisher, but it's not going to be R-rated. It's not going to be bloody. It won't be bloody. So Let's go to comments before we go to our main topic with Gina Carano.
It's Punisher just hacking someone white Spider-Man's at the back. Oh my god.
That would be great.
Mr. Punisher.
Reaction shots. Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Castle, what are you doing?
Hulk just smashing people. All right. Toga Free for $69.89 for $9.99. Weapons was great. Plot falls apart plot falls apart though if any of the kids / family had a dog. No way the antagonist would succeed if a dog followed one of the kids. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think of that.
Naveen, member for 7 months. CBM films are dead except for Spider-Man and Batman.
By the way, those are the two top superheroes in terms of licensing. Spider-Man is number one, and then Batman is number two. In terms of licensing products, t-shirts.
I think Superman's number 3.
I don't know if he is. Could be X-Men. Could be X-Men.
Nah. Oh, Wolverine, maybe.
I'm just saying. All I know is I'm told over and over again. Spider-Man number one, and then there's a big gap, and it's Batman, and then all the rest. So,
yeah. Bob Boy Yogi for 2. Have you seen the new Toxic Avenger trailer? Oh my god.
Yes, it's great. We did a reaction on the channel. It was awesome.
You gonna watch that one?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah,
I love Lloyd
absolutely.
Kaufman.
Yeah.
Big Marv became a member. Shout out.
All right. Thank you. Hey, Andrew Cram. Appreciate you.
20 Film Threat memberships. Holy hell.
Thank
Shout
you.
out, Andrew.
Even though I'm not a big Dinklage fan right now, but
That's why I asked.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
watch it.
I like him in. Have you watched Dexter Resurrection?
I haven't.
I'm all caught up. It's great. It's back to old school Dexter, and it's some ways it's better because he's in the city. He's in New York. Anything can happen.
Yeah, the
He's not
stakes are a
trying to
lot higher
dodge
there.
coworkers in some ridiculous way or frame Dokes. I always loved Dokes. Dokes was great. He was smart.
Hey, Dokes has made a comeback in memes, man.
Shit.
Love Dokes.
Scott Jones, even member for 17 months. Weapons was better than the Rippaverse. Ooh,
Well, it's
bold
apples
claims.
and oranges there.
yeah,
so.
apples and oranges. Brendan Powell for 199. No way they acknowledge Born Again in Spider-Man.
I feel like they shouldn't. Just leave it
He's gotta be
alone.
Punisher.
It's a new story.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I mean, in the comics, they would reference things. They would put a little asterisks, Spider-Man number 146, which is fine. But mainstream audiences don't like that. Tell me a standalone story. If there's little Easter eggs or if I know more, I get more out of it. But I don't lose anything by not knowing everything.
Yeah. And most of the
Yeah.
audience didn't see Born Again. So.
Well, and there's that.
No more homework.
Yeah, no more homework.
But to the people that do watch that Punisher special presentation with him that he did, where it's like Mama Nucci, the mob boss, he's got the suit. Like maybe at the end they'll show like, okay, you got vengeance, and now you're just doing it to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. Like a reason he would move on to the Hulk or whoever the hell he's chasing in that movie.
Well, here we are. Gina Carano has settled her lawsuit with Disney. She was unceremoniously fired, supposedly for a meme. It might have been because she didn't toe the line politically on certain topics. Before we read the story and on other sources I have lined up, want to hear your thoughts on the settlement. What do you guys think?
I think she did what was good for her. We all want to see Disney go down. We all wanted our pound of flesh, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, this was about this woman and her personal fight with them. Whatever the resolvement was, she felt it was satisfactory for her. And I think we need to respect that and, let her live her life in peace, man. This woman is a working actress. She wants to work. She doesn't want to keep doing this for the rest of her life, being in court, fighting this giant who could easily keep her in court for the next 12 years if they wanted to, right? So she did what was good for her. I'm happy for her. Did we get the dirt? Did we get the files? Did we get the dirty emails? No. And here's the thing. We never were going to get it. We were never going to get it.
Correct.
So doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Point
But
is,
what's clear is she won.
She won. She's happy. She's very happy. I'm happy for her. This woman deserves happiness. And yeah, it is what it is.
All right, Derek, what do
I
you
agree.
think?
Yeah, I agree. I think to Dante's point, Disney, they are very, very much known for litigating, keeping things tied up in court forever. And while they're doing that, she doesn't have her career back. She's not acting and she doesn't have that opportunity. So I'm glad that she got back to doing what she wants to do. This was always about her and what she wanted. Yeah, we wanted to see Disney go down. I think everybody on this panel and everybody watching in the chat wanted Disney to absolutely take an L somewhere down the line, take an L. But, and I think in a way they did, because they still had to. I mean, we all know the kind of scuzzy company Disney is, and they just basically paid Gina off to keep all of their dirt, out of the airwaves. So to me, this is a victory, because Disney's going to think twice before they try to fire somebody again for doing this exact same thing. To do it, what Gina did was nothing. So they're going to think twice about that, and they're not going to be able to just throw their bully weight around. All of those activists, they have to basically eat crow. Everybody that was rolling out there trying to get Gina fired. Okay, guess what? You just got Gina paid. All right, Gina got a fat paycheck thanks to you guys trying to railroad her and get her fired and get her out of the Mandalorian. Congratulations, but 4 years later, now she's getting a fat paycheck and an pseudo apology.
I don't think the apology goes far enough.
It doesn't go far enough. It doesn't go far enough.
Let's look at the story here from Variety Badger.
Point some out before we do that one, though.
Oh no, go right ahead. Go right ahead, Badger, please.
Gina was fired the moment she didn't put pronouns in her bio and said beep bop boop. They just waited for her to do anything that and that was the crux of the lawsuit, is that Pedro and Mark and all the other ones are out there calling everyone Nazis, which Gina got called by Disney, by the way. So the fact that they had to come out and say a bunch of nice things about her and say, oh yeah, we'd work with her and she's great. They had to go back on everything. And as pointed out, we were never going to get Discovery. Even if we had got what we wanted, like for some reason in Discovery, they had a reason to go into all the emails and found the Leslie Headland plotting all of this. It would have still been sealed behind court documents. You know what I'm saying? We never would have gotten what we wanted. And I see people saying Gina comes from a rich family, but that don't mean shit, because I still see her working the cons and doing all the things that, you know what? She was just trying to live again.
That's what exactly, Badger. Like you're talking about taking her life away from her, like the things that she enjoyed. Like imagine somebody coming into your life and taking the things that mean the most to you, not money, but your pleasure, your happiness, your joy. Gina loved being on the con circuit, hanging out with the fans. This was the next phase of her life after doing MMA. And so Disney basically, took that away from her. Yeah. They blackballed her, whether, through Hollywood, through their own, rights, and then through Hollywood, they blackballed her. She wasn't going to work again. And so now coming out and saying, hey, we would love to work with Gina again, or whatever they said. And, she was a pleasure to work with. That's what Gina needed. Gina needed them to come out and say, hey, she's good. Go ahead and work with her if if you're Universal or Warner Brothers. That's the way I read that statement, because they didn't need to say all of that. They could have just said, yeah, we made an arrangement. We're good with Gina. Good luck in your future. They didn't have to say anything else. But they put that extra bit in there. And then Ron Coleman was talking about it, because we were on with Ron. And Ron was like, yeah, they probably had something in their agreement that says that Disney has to make Gina whole and get her some work within the next 24 months, which I believe is also a possibility, just from that standpoint,
She was
Badger.
I got you.
To me, the issue for us who are criticizing her for coming to a conclusion just shows you that when you don't have skin in the game, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Who cares? We sit back, we're the armchair quarterbacks, but this is her life. Right. This is her career, and she did what she had to do. And because we don't get any benefit one way or the other, I don't know why we need to complain about her decisions.
Yeah.
Badger, if you would, with a notes on this story.
Gina Carano settles lawsuit with Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm and the Walt Disney Company have settled their legal dispute with actress Gina Carano, ending a high-profile battle that began after her 2021 firing from The Mandalorian. In a statement to Variety, a Lucasfilm spokesperson announced, the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm are pleased to announce that we have reached an agreement with Gina Carano to resolve the issues with her pending lawsuit. Miss Carano was always well respected by her directors, co-stars, and staff. But this lawsuit concluded We look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Miss Carano in the near future. Carano was dismissed from the hit Star Wars series after a series of controversial social media posts, including one that compared being which it didn't, but comparing Republican to being Jewish during the Holocaust. She later filed a wrongful termination and discrimination lawsuit in 2024, demanding at least $75,000 in damages and asking the court to compel Lucasfilm to rehire her. Disney pushed back, with its lawyers arguing that they had a constitutional right not to associate their artistic expression with Carano's speech. Carano responded publicly on X, accusing Disney of political discrimination. They will fire you if you say anything they disagree with. The First Amendment does not allow Disney to wantonly discriminate, which is what they have done in my case. Her legal fight was notably bankrolled by Elon Musk, who had pledged to cover legal costs for individuals fired over their social media posts. While Carano has not issued a formal statement about this, well, she since has. She posted a short message on X after the news broke, and the truth shall set you free.
Yeah, and here's her original post. Let's see here. Is this the one? Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, this isn't the one, but she did post a thing thanking Elon, thanking everyone. You've seen that one from Yes, I'm Smiling, From My Heart to Yours. She has a new update here. I don't know if you can see that, Badger. This is kind of an update, a follow-up, and a response to the criticism for her having settled. I don't know if you can read that.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Thank you for all your requests for interviews. I just haven't felt like my feet have landed in order to give proper respect to the conversation. I'll do so when the time is right for me. Taking one more day today to relax and celebrate what feels like 1,000 pounds off my shoulders, then back to work. It's been 5 years in this battle, which some understand all too well and some don't at all, and some far more than I do, and that is all okay. People learn over time, give each other the grace to learn. The support that I've received is mind-blowing and has been for years. It fills my heart with such warmth. My loved ones' phones have been blowing up with such positivity, which means the world to me. I hated to see my loved ones having to watch me go through this struggle. It's like watching someone in a fight and not being able to jump in the ring to help them or even throw in the towel because I wouldn't want them to. The baby Grogu's all my family's kids got Christmases ago silently put away, along with Star Wars shirts and toys, broke my heart to watch. Everyone apologizing to me for going to Disneyland or refusing to go. I didn't ask or want that for anyone, but people were properly upset. It has been so sad. So thank you to everyone who has reached out and shown their support. Healing is definitely happening now. No need to apologize to me for having Disney Plus anymore. Please. Yeah, I need to move on. Bring the Grogu's out. I'm okay. I do believe positive change is happening. We will see. And don't worry about me. The hate doesn't even make me blink anymore. It doesn't even come close. I already went through that fire. I'm immune to that heat now. Forged in fire, refined by fire. Maybe not for everyone, but I consider myself blessed. God knew what I could handle. It also feels so incredibly clear now, which is an awesome feeling, but I'm not foolish. I know I'm at the new beginning of all new lessons, which I'll embrace in all of their wondrous and awkward phases. So back to building my new life, which so many people I love who passed away these past few years didn't get to do. I live with that every day. Do not take this life for granted and do not harbor ill will towards others. This life is far too precious and short. Just learn. Focus on what you can do and live your life. I'm 50 pounds down. Still have a ways to go, but that was a huge milestone. This was my 2025 goal to get my physical health that took such a massive hit these past few years back in order. It's hard work and so very healing. Healthy kind of suffering I've learned to enjoy again in training and investment in lifestyle, which I will adopt and evolve for the rest of my life. Okay, going to cook muffins before Diet Starts Monday begins. It is all about balance. Love you. Thank you. Grateful for this life.
There you go. All
Sounds
right.
like she's going to take on Ronda Rousey finally.
Take on drunk 3PO.
Yeah. What do we think then now with this? She kind of addresses a little bit some of the people who criticized her for, for taking the settlement. I think, we're not her. We don't know the details. Having been the victim of a frivolous lawsuit that I fought for years, it is emotionally and physically exhausting and draining. And I mean, she had help from Elon's lawyers over at X. I don't blame her.
The public eye. It's not like it was some private thing. Yeah.
What is she going to do? Fight it for a decade and never work again?
That's what I said.
The only thing I think missing for me was an apology. And maybe we'll see. There's enough time now. She could be in The Mandalorian and Grogu. He could end up being in the movie. Maybe it's a cameo. That's fine.
If they were smart, they would do that.
I want to be in the theater. And when I see that, I will cheer so loud for her character on screen when I see that, because F those people who bullied her into putting the pronouns in her bio.
And those people are melting down. So that's kind of the victories. All those people. Yeah. She's a bigot. She was fine for a bigot. Well,
and people
guess what?
Still repeating.
They're going to work with her again.
Repeating lies about her. Yep. Lies about.
Well, yeah, even in the article about this.
She did not compare Jewish people to Republicans. What she said was the climate at the time let people do atrocities to each other, and that's because the government got them to hate each other first. And it's kind of the same things happening now. If you say you vote for a certain orange-haired man, you will be so
certainly in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it really is. I mean, it's sad this all happened, but what's even more sad is seeing moronic journalists and colleagues get the facts wrong and not look deeper and not actually take in what she was trying to express through that meme. That was a terrible part of our history that we all lived through, and we saw things happen to friends. Okay, and look. Even I got a couple of my tweets got traction where someone tried to cancel me. Someone from I think it was the Mary Sue, right, Alan?
Is Rachel Leishman. I'm sorry, from a writer from the Mary Sue.
Yes, that's what it was. Who completely lied about things, lied about me, did no research, could have reached out to me, could have asked questions, could have Googled me, but decided to actually just do an attack piece on me. And I'm small potatoes. I'm, who cares? Whatever. I'm just saying I felt that. I've seen friends experience it. And this thing, like, at least get it right. And I'd like to see an apology. Maybe maybe the apology will be her character, Cara Dune, on screen. I want to see it.
I'm not so pissed off about that, about as far as the journalists. I expect that of them. Journalists. I say that very loosely, by the way. The journalist. I expect that from them, right? Like they hate her. They hate anything that's not completely batshit left. So I expect them to, they didn't get it wrong by accident. They purposely got it wrong.
Yes.
Because she said boop bop beep and didn't.
Yeah, no, she didn't. It wasn't like an accident. Oops, I got it wrong. It's like, no, they tried to sabotage her.
Yeah.
My problem isn't with them so much, because I get that. I understand that from them. I don't understand people on the right though who are calling her a sellout and all this other shit, because like Alan said though, if you have no skin in the game, it's easy to talk shit, right? It's easy to say, oh, she should have stood up and she should have went all the way through it, because Disney has wronged us.
If it were me, I would have done this, and I would
if it were me, it's like, dude. If you haven't never been in any kind of lawsuit or litigation, like Chris said, that shit is draining. It is draining, man. On the body, on the soul, on the mind. It sucks. It sucks. And knowing Disney, she would have to probably do this for like the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Easily.
So she did what was good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on this? I think it's going to develop. I think we'll see more. I don't think they'll announce that she's in Mandalorian and Grogu, but there were this almost feels like the Sydney Sweeney, hate for the Gene commercial, in the sense that it's sort of busybodies that don't like a successful, attractive woman who is strong. Everything you say you want, Gina represented. And I don't remember her saying anything in particular. I mean, she was very critical of policy, which we should be able to do in America. Criticize policy.
Oh, no. Gina was 100% fired because she didn't put pronouns in her bio and put beep bop boop. And then that was the thing that put her in the...
Yeah, but she never directly attacked a person. She never directly attacked a group of people.
Yes.
They just inferred it.
But like some of the stuff she was saying about the lockdowns, that also got, her in the crosshairs because she had statements there. And so everything that at that particular moment in time that was going against the narrative, that, we had going on in this country. Gina was standing up against it. She was saying, well, don't hate your neighbors because this is how politicians were able to round up all of those Jewish people and throw them into concentration camps.
Meanwhile, Pedro actually did call people Nazis.
Yeah. Because neighbor turned against neighbor. Don't do that. But, no. We want to turn against our neighbors. We want to hate our neighbors. Oh, you didn't wear a mask today when you went outside? Shame on you. And you had to get lambasted for that crap. And Gina was calling it out. And that's when those idiots over there they lost their damn minds. They lost their minds.
And we have to remember, too, this is during the time when they, the crazies, this is during the time when they got very comfortable ruining people's careers.
Yeah.
They got very comfortable doing that. Like, we saw that with Aziz Ansari, right? They got so comfortable. We saw it with, what's his name? Chris Hardwick and all these other people, how they went after people because they knew they could, and they knew they could ruin their career with no consequence.
2021, guys, we were in the middle of mass formation hypnosis.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally, it was batshit times.
And she became like their like, I don't know what you would call it, like the one that they wanted to attack and get rid of.
The effigy that they wanted to burn. Literally the scapegoat that we would put all our sins on and kill at the edge of the village. Like, just because literally the strong independent woman, and then they actually got a strong independent woman that didn't do what they wanted.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. I just seeing her bullied online, seeing people I know go after her, seeing people say she was disgusting. Her comments were disgusting. I don't think the settlement, almost on her, I don't think it goes far enough. I think people need to say, that was a crazy time. We overstepped, but that people prominent in the industry rallied an online mob to go after her.
Including Rachel Zegler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, among others, they all owe her an apology. So I'm glad she's back in the industry. And I just want to see where to lead. I think they'll be kind of quiet about it, but they were building up to do a Disney Plus show about her, Rangers of the New Republic.
Yep.
She was one of the characters.
I don't know if it'd be in her best interest to work with Disney ever again, though. Like, I mean, it's nice that they said all these things. I think if I were Gunn, I would be looking at her if I were James Gunn right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, she was in a Deadpool movie. I mean,
Disney, especially maybe not Disney itself, but Lucasfilm, I would just stay far away from if I were her. Like, there's no point in going back. And Star Wars is dead anyway. It's not going to help her.
I highly doubt we'd see a Rangers of the Republic all of a sudden come back out of the ashes.
Lucasfilm need her a lot more than she need them. Lucasfilm, man, if they put her in Mando and Grogu, that movie is actually interesting now.
People might actually watch it if she's in it.
People,
yeah, I mean, if there was a top 5 list of reasons that the Disney Star Wars brand is in the toilet, she's in that top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that turned people off, because a lot of people share the same opinions as her, and you may as well have been coming after them. So,
yep.
Let's go to comments here.
Well, hold on. I want to see her in Freakiest Friday.
Okay. Alan with the zinger at the
Stevie Z for 5. Most likely Gina will start producing her own stuff. Well, depending on how much he got settled.
Nice. I got people texting me during the show. Sorry about that.
Draconis, shout out Draconis 4D for $9.99. Gave a super sticker, which I can't see, but I'm sure it's fun.
Thank you, Draconis.
Pilgrim Media for 2. An 85 miles from Disney World. I despise that. Oh, I'm 85 miles from Disney World. I despise that company.
Yeah.
All right. John Orchard for 5. Call me old fashioned. I'm happy the good overcame bad. Gave me a glimmer of hope for today. She and Johnny Depp should make a movie. There you
You
go.
should get all the canceled actors
Right.
to make
Right.
movies. Dean Cain.
Yeah, see?
Make it the end game of canceled people.
Alec Baldwin.
Kevin Spacey comes out. Hi.
Kevin
And
We'll
they
have a
all
hol-
play their
We'll have a hologram of Harvey Weinstein.
For
Produced
Palpatine.
by-
the Emperor.
Makes him
Palpatine.
hot.
Somehow Harvey returned. Hey, we've seen a lot of list stories that are god awful. And I'm loath to even bring this up. But I am shocked that I agree with this list. It is all 9 of the Tom Holland Spider-Man suits ranked from
He had 9
worst.
suits?
He has 9 suits across the films. I agree with this list. I'm shocked. This is from the direct. And Badger, you can read it. I'll scroll down slowly.
Yeah.
We can look at them and debate them. All 9 Tom Holland Spider-Man suits are ranked worst to best, including Brand New Day. So here we're going to start with number 9. Here we go.
Yeah,
And
I will
I'll put it up.
co-sign Chris's echo of this because I went through this list already once, and they are actually, yes, I think they got it right. So the worst one, starting at number 9, is the black and gold suit from No Way Home, which is just his suit inside out. So you can see the
Lame.
circuits. Yeah.
Lame.
Oh, yeah. That was some bullshit.
The Night Monkey or the stealth suit from Far From Home.
I forgot all
Lame.
about
I
that.
forgot all
The
of
shield,
that.
right? Just gave it to him. The Iron Spider, which everyone
Yeah,
cheered for when we saw in the first trailer, and now everyone seems to hate for some reason.
Hate
Probably
it.
because nanotech.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I like it.
It's,
It's
fun.
just
I
not a
like it.
Spider-Man suit. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
The homemade suit. This is the first one we saw him, the one he made himself.
Yeah. Yep. Nice.
That's fun. I like
Yeah.
that.
It's
like that one.
contextual, you know.
Okay.
The upgraded suit. So here, his Far From Home. He made this using Tony's like Stark Tech machine.
Okay, that's number 5. Number 4, we're building up.
The integrated suit. So that was the upgraded suit, but with Doc Ock putting the nanotech back on him, and he had that like gold pattern.
Yeah, so you could tell it was him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Tom
basically.
Holland.
The Stark suit. So the first upgrade that Tony Stark made for him in Civil War and then in Homecoming.
Okay.
Nice.
That's fair.
Okay.
Um,
Number
The
2.
perfect suit. This basically is the same as his new one, but we only saw it at the
Kinda.
end of No Way Home. He made it. Yeah, it's just a little bit brighter, shiny.
Calling it the final swing
The
suit. I like.
final swing suit. Yeah,
And the number 1 best suit.
the Brand New Day suit.
This this list is on point. Maybe the end game, suit, maybe I'd rank a little higher, but this, I can't believe I agree with this list.
The
It's
Homecoming has
really-
a small spider, and this one has the big one. Like he's grown up
Bigger one.
finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is to me comic accurate from the 60s cartoon show and the comics. I love the new suit. I mean, took them 4 movies to get to it, but I'm loving this. What do you guys think?
No, I agree.
I agree. Yeah. I forgot about a couple of those suits. I didn't realize they had
Yeah.
9. So yeah, I forgot about a couple of them. But yeah, I
Yeah, I
agree.
forgot
with
all
you.
about the Spider Monkey suit.
Yeah.
And I just realized, should we even do it if there's no disagreement? Like, that's a really good list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good list.
For once, they got it right.
Does
Yeah.
the new suit show the
Shimmer
eyes?
screen.
If the eyes move on that new suit, that would be cool. If they somehow do some animation where the eyes can have expression, that would be awesome.
But that wouldn't be realistic.
Yes, it would not, but I don't care.
Well, no, they
Hey.
showed his lenses move, right? Because of his vision, right? He can see so far.
Yeah,
he
but you
gets
shouldn't
headaches.
have lenses. I mean, if
Why
you're
not?
going
Technically.
comic book accurate, I mean,
Alan, it's a
the
comic
suit was
book
just a
movie.
suit. It was just a suit.
Hey, a couple more news stories to get to. I'm gonna do a victory lap because Alan and I on Friday reviewed K-Pop Demon Hunter. If you have not seen this movie, it is not only the best animated movie of the year as an original, it's also one of my favorite movies this year. It's fun. It's makes fun of it and pays tribute in a good way to the world of K-pop bands like that I know Alan knows, like BTS and Blackpink, among others. Dante, you got to see this movie. So we reviewed it. I went in the comments. People are all over it. And guess what? My big takeaway was this movie is so great, could be nominated for an animated feature of the year for an Oscar. They're releasing it to theaters. That's right. They're doing a sing-along on, I got the dates. I'm going to put this up. K-Pop Demon Hunters sing-along event. Please don't sing along when I go. It's Saturday, August 23rd and Sunday, August 24th. These are the Regal. We have Regal. AMC not announced yet. Tickets are not on sale yet. Here it is in 4DX at a Regal LA Live. I might get tickets to that, but tickets not on sale. But I really want to see this in the theater. I want to see it with a bunch of other enthusiastic fans. What do you guys think? And
you want to just hang out with teenage girls. That's
well, Blackpink doesn't. They're not. Anyways, I'm just saying. Who else has seen K-pop?
Blackpink is not PG.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've watched it. It's
what do you think? Because you know anime, Derek.
Yeah, it's not for me. Listen, here's my thing. It's not for me, but I 100% get why people love this movie because it checks all the boxes of K-pop. I have a couple of friends that are into K-pop. I actually know a former K-pop idol, somebody that did K-pop way long time ago when she was younger. And so we talk about K-pop from time to time, but it is taking the world by storm. It is so huge. I mean, all of the songs are blowing up the charts on Spotify and Billboard. I think, like they're all in the top 10 now. And, everybody just can't shut up about it. I think it was smart to put this in theaters. They're already working on a sequel. They're talking about doing a live action, perhaps, version of the K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm curious if they're going to try to, cast some folks and send them out on tour and have them, during like tour dates, and they go from city to city, place to place with the K-pop Demon Hunters tour for them, for the Saja Boys and the whole thing, because it's dominating everything right now. But as far as my, personal opinion, it's all right. It's a good movie. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I understand the appeal. I really do, because, the songs are catchy. You can listen to one song and it just becomes an earworm. Like that song, Free has been playing in my head. I just keep seeing that the duet between the demon kid and the what's her name? I forget her name. The main character. But it's
Rumi.
Just really
is it Rumi?
Rumi. Thank you, Rumi. Yeah. It's just a really good song, And so I can't, you know what? Shout out to K-pop Demon Hunters and Netflix for putting together something that's actually entertaining, and it's it's going to blow up, man. This is the next big franchise, in my opinion. This is going to take off. It's going to be like Frozen. It's going to be like Frozen all over.
I agree. It's that big. They have to be working on a sequel. They've got to be pushing for Oscars. If it just gets nominated, that's enough. Yeah. But the songs could get nominations. I really think Netflix, if this is what bugs me. There's good stuff on Netflix, right? Why don't they do theaters? I know why. I know the argument. They want the exclusive, whatever, but give me the option when you've got something so good. And I'm glad this wasn't a series. It's a one-off movie.
No, it's not.
They're already doing
2 sequels.
No, yeah. I know. They're going to do sequels. That's great. Yeah. It earned it. It earned it, in my opinion.
But is it
now?
Do the sequels because Netflix theaters? Didn't know how big it was going to be that they didn't put it in the theaters?
I don't think.
No, it's a policy of Netflix. They don't do theatrical. Period. I mean, right now it's not eligible for, even with this, it's not eligible for Oscar nomination.
Are you sure about that?
It's got to be in theaters a lot longer than 2 days.
I thought they had a small limited run. I could have swore I saw that they had a limited run.
It's made for a group experience. And the way it kind of dealt with the world of K-pop, from the fans to, the manager, to the two bands that are rival bands, but they're not really, but they are. And then there's all this stuff happening behind the scenes with demons and the whole Hunma, lore of like, it's a protection against demons. Dante, I'm telling you, you would love this movie. People,
you
gotta watch it.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta watch it. It's that good. So, anyways, I'm gonna go see it. Maybe I'll see it in 4DX. I know Alan has betrayed his. I mean, you would think that Alan would get.
Let's just say I have a daughter who really liked the movie, and so we'll probably go see it. But on my own, I wouldn't. Not even close to me doing.
So would they put the sequel in theaters?
Who knows? But they have a this is the kind of originality that we want the studios to do.
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters, Chris Gore's 2025 RRR. No, it is from the standpoint of it's original.
Gary might actually watch this one.
All right, I've lost all credibility.
You have.
I like the movie a lot, and I watched it a second time.
It's like the most fourth watch thing of all time on Netflix. You are clearly not in the minority. Yeah, it's super fucking popular. Yeah. I liked it. Valiant Renegade, who I see left a super, he watched it with his daughter. I saw him post about it. He ended up liking it. So Dante, I think you would begrudgingly like it. Yeah.
I'm sure I will. I'll probably check it out once I'm done. Once I'm done with King of the Hill, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also, Chris, when you see it, you need to dress up.
No,
you need to dress up like you belong
there. Yeah, we need to cosplay, Chris. Let's go.
Are you gonna be Rumi? You're gonna be what's her name or what's her name?
Neither. But I went on like a whole Netflix tear, and I binged all 2 seasons of Tires with Shane Gillis. Dude,
very funny.
It's like when The Office was good, and it's rude humor and crude, so many likable characters. It's about a tire dealership, and they're trying to expand all the problems they have, the surrounding. It's awesome. They have customers that come in. So they have guest stars. It's great.
Yeah. It's like Office or Seinfeld, where it's like you feel comfortable watching the people, so it gets good like replayability.
Yes, and oh my God, Shane Gillis is so good. He's so crude, but there's layers to him. Did you watch it, Alan? We were talking about.
No, I was watching the WWE documentary.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. How was that?
I really like that one. That was good.
Yeah. But anyways, I watched all of Tires and K-pop Demon Hunter twice, and I'm gonna see it in a theater. Hey, speaking of Netflix, there's a One Piece season 2 trailer. Before we watch it and react, Netflix kind of has. Can Netflix season 2? I don't think Netflix can season 2. I kind of feel like they're very rare. Obviously, Stranger Things, whatever. I can't think of a season 2 that was better than a season 1.
The OA
of any show they've done.
I think Sandman might have a better season 2 than season 1, but I feel like they killed that show off too quickly. So,
and look, I loved One Piece when it came out, binged it like everyone else, thought I wouldn't like it. It's an anime show, but live action. It's probably going to be terrible.
I think you're right, Chris. Like Arcane season 2 was not nearly as good as season 1, and you can say that about a lot of their other shows.
What about BoJack Horseman?
Was that Netflix?
Wasn't it?
One Piece still has Oda.
Okay,
they still have
House
the original guy.
Season 2 was very good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll give you that. But 3 years, One Piece season 2 is coming out 3 years after season 1.
Well, so did Wednesday, and so did a lot of other shows.
Here's my theory as to why season 2s suck on Netflix. You do the show season 1, it's under the radar, you're not getting too many notes. What happens? Season 2 rolls around, and season 1's a huge hit. So it's got attention, it's got eyes from executives. It's got eyes from the marketing department, and they're trying to influence season 2. The problem is too many cooks on season 2 once a season 1 becomes popular. Any thoughts on that?
I think also it's the time, man. You can't have a 3-year gap for every fucking show you do. It's just, look, even if you're hyped about a show, man, a 3-year gap, it's going to cool off very quickly.
Right.
So they got to find a way to make these shows a little bit faster. Like maybe a year and a half. Man, back in the day, they did 24 episodes a season on network TV.
A year.
And they would come back and do another 24 episodes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to Chris's point, it feels like what they do is they wait for season 1 to play and then decide whether it was good enough and then greenlight season 2, as opposed to having some kind of foreknowledge midway through knowing that it's good and then greenlighting it right away.
Well, that's because they don't have audiences who test these things anymore, man.
Right.
Like if they had
that's the network model. The network model, they want a season 2, so they're raring at the bit to greenlight season 2, and so they see how season 1 plays out, and so all the sets are still in place, all the cast is still in place, and then once season 1 is proven to be a hit, you can go right into season 2. But that doesn't happen with the streaming model.
Yeah. Let's actually look at the trailer. How about we do that? Because I'd like to share it with you guys if you haven't seen it. Here we go. On season 3, and in the one shot we saw Luffy using his powers, it's better than Fantastic Four and Mr. Fantastic. Wow, what'd you guys think? I thought it looks great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, to the previous point, because season 1 was popular, you can also greenlight a season 2 and a season 3 right after it.
That's kind of what they did with
the gap
Squid
is shorter,
Game, right? They kind of pushed Squid Game back to back. That's how fast they need to come out, within a year or maybe 7-8 months or whatever. It looks awesome, man. I can't wait to watch One Piece. I've been looking forward to it. All the characters look great. The music, the theme, they did such a great job with that season 1. And as long again as Eiichiro Oda is still kind of lording over everything and keeping his eye on the ball, I don't think they'll mess it up.
I mean, this is a show or it's material where they have so much material to work from that they can greenlight a season 5, 6 because they have that much material. I think there's like 1,000 episodes of the cartoon or of the anime.
Yeah, it's over 1,000.
Like 1,300, I think, because it keeps
they have the source material to keep going with this.
Yeah, and it's all about that momentum, to keep that momentum going season after season. That you lose after the first one,
or if there's too long a gap. That hurts. I think it's interesting when you see the choices, what the kinds of stories Netflix chooses to tell. Anime inspired, K-pop. Netflix really is an original in the sense that other studios have their superheroes and whatnot. If Netflix had leaned into superheroes, they could have created, they kind of did with one series. God, I forget the name of it. And then they only did one season.
Oh, that
Umbrella Academy.
No, the Olympus one, right? Where they had
they only did one season.
And it was and then it got canceled. Josh Duhamel was in it.
Yes.
Yeah, Netflix is an original in the sense that they do things the studios are not doing, and the studios just copy each other. Now you don't see Netflix trying to copy, the studios and get their own superhero connected universe. They do their own thing. So I like what I see so far.
Well, that's the thing. Netflix has never copied anybody. Everyone else has copied Netflix or have tried to do what Netflix does, man. Not realizing that Netflix is a tech company. They're not a studio. These studios tried to copy what a tech company did.
Yep.
Jupiter's Legacy.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah. And they did one season.
Because chat keeps saying it. Yes, Daredevil season 2 is one of the most goated seasons of television at all times. So yes, clearly they can produce seasons 2s.
But it wasn't really theirs, it was Marvel's in a sense.
Okay. It was still on Netflix.
Right.
Though.
That's I'm not arguing.
They're the ones paying for it. And
Hey, we rarely talk about Star Wars on this channel. Okay, we talk about Star Wars a lot. But if you saw the Star Wars sequels and was as disappointed as I think everyone here, probably the biggest disappointment was the character of Finn and
Yep.
how he was treated. I thought he was the most interesting new character. Why? Something we never saw in Star Wars. A stormtrooper who basically went against his training to do the right thing. That could have been the best character arc in Star Wars. It was something we hadn't seen, but kind of got abandoned in favor of Daisy Ridley's, Rey character going the Jedi journey, something we've seen before. Well, John Boyega spoke recently. I think you have the notes, Badger.
I do.
In Screen Rant about what he expected his character arc story to be, and it's so much better. If you would, Badger.
Yeah. Say obligatory. There used to be a character named Kyle Katarn who stole the Death Star plans, but he was once a stormtrooper before rebelling, and so they took one and made Cassian Andor, and they took another and made Finn. We're all less for it.
Is that what the article says?
Yes. John Boyega's expectations for Finn's story arc. John Boyega, who played Finn in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, revealed his expectations for the character story arc. I think I assumed he was Force sensitive from the Force Awakens script, or at least by the time I got to the end of the Force Awakens script, I thought they were planning dual Jedis. I actually thought they would Obi-Wan and Darth Vader us a bit, that we would turn against each other or something along those lines. And The Last of Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, Finn's Force sensitivity was not explored, and his character took a backseat to Rey's Jedi journey. Boyega has expressed frustration with Finn being sidelined in The Rise of Skywalker and the lack of a clear plan across the trilogy. He remains open to returning as Finn. That's basically it.
I think the final humiliation was when he worked in sanitation on Starkiller Base. That was so stupid. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? We talked about this a lot, but it's good to hear him say it. I mean, there's a reason he was not so enthusiastic.
I think John needs to let it go. And what I mean by that is, I get it. Like, he has a lot to say and whatever, but it's like, look, man, there's nothing he could say now that's going to bring, justice to this character. There's nothing that's going to redeem it. Like, it seems like it's like a bad memory. He should just kind of like exercise and then focus on other films, focus on new stuff. Because here's the thing, coulda, woulda, shoulda with Star Wars all day. You drive yourself crazy, man. Right? Like, you will. It's like, if you thought about all the dumb shit they've done to Star Wars, it'll drive you crazy. So, especially if you were a part of it like he was. So just let it go. Let it go. Disney's a horrible company. They did everybody bad in that series, by the way. Everybody. So just walk away from it.
But Dante, he's not a popular actor, and every movie he's been in, including Pacific Rim, has failed. He doesn't have anything else. So really, his best bet is to guilt him into putting him into the Rey trilogy being written by George Nolfi, and have him give him something. Literally, what else is he gonna walk away?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Badger.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hey, look, you know what, Badger, you're right. But here's the thing: he does have options, and as much as I hate to even say this, it pains me to have these words come out of my mouth. There's always Tyler Perry.
Oh, bro.
Oh no!
You mean Medea Jr.?
I hate even saying that, but
yeah,
you don't want to go to Tyler Perry, man. It's like the last chance gas station.
Hey, a boy's got to eat, right? I mean, I'm just saying.
We've seen John Boyega turn up in some indie movies.
What was he in the last thing you remember?
Very solid.
What was the last movie you remember, Boyega?
The Woman King.
That's what what I was about to say. The Woman King. I haven't seen him in anything. I know he did. They cloned Tyrone, which I enjoy. I like that.
That was a great movie.
Yeah,
great
that was
movie.
a great
Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix. Yep. But outside of that, man, this dude's career, like these Star Wars actors, him, Daisy Ridley, it's like, where did their careers go after that? They got pigeonholed, and now it's just like they do circuits, they talk, they go to the kind. They don't have a career like they probably thought they should have coming on the other side of Star Wars. Which is sad, right, man. It's like you should be able to blow up after Star Wars.
The original plan was very clearly for them both to be Jedi and be trained by Luke. And I think at a certain point, they were like, no, we can't, and do like a romance between the two. And at a certain point, they're like, no, they won't. And they switched to Kylo and her and the weird Reylo thing. And he just got left in the dust.
You remember when every actor wanted to be in a Star Wars movie?
And now, like, they've got Ryan Gosling. Someone asked who had it worse, Daisy Ridley or John Boyega.
Oh,
I mean,
Boyega
they're both
for sure.
Boyega.
But Daisy Ridley is starting
Rose
all
Tico.
these
She's
little
barely in stuff.
Yeah, but she gets to
Little
produce
action.
her own girl boss movies.
Yeah, but they made Boyega a clown, dude. They made him a
Mhm.
buffoon.
Yeah.
And then gave him another love interest that he wasn't interested in, but was interested in him, and then took his agency away at the end of the movie. And it's about hope, or whatever the hell she said to him.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
He's probably
He got
hoping he's going to have kind of a Hayden Christensen, like, just let me hang around the franchise, keep casting me in things, throw me in another movie or TV show. I'll show up and swing a lightsaber. He's probably hoping that that's his career going forward because he's done nothing, man. Nothing at all.
Even the actor who played Jar Jar Binks got some redemption.
Ahmad Best. That's what I was gonna say. They cast him as a fucking Jedi in the Acolyte flashbacks or the whatever
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian flashback. Yeah,
Mandalorian, yeah.
you could do the same thing. Was it Mandalorian?
Yeah,
It was Obi-Wan.
it was during
the
that
Obi-Wan
horrible
flashbacks,
season
wasn't it?
of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, it was the Mandalorian. It was like a opening scene or something.
Like
No,
season
they're
three.
showing this is how what soup they've made. It was Obi-Wan showing flashbacks with Reva, and he was one of the Jedi saving
Oh,
people,
you're right.
wasn't he?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh,
But either
yeah,
way,
yeah.
Ahmad Best did get, and he's now a canon Jedi, whatever the hell that is.
Man, I will say with like Ryan Gosling, he has a career. Okay. If that Star Wars movie bombs, it's not because of him.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's playing a Jedi either. I think like because we just found out Matt Smith's playing like a general or something. I think they're just making like they saw Andor. I'm like, okay, let's do that, but fun.
Mhm.
Right. Make it fun.
It's just
and
like
not-
And I'm down
Starfighter
for that. I
pilot
don't need
with
to
his
see
nephew.
another Jedi. I don't need
Yeah.
to see a Jedi.
Hey,
I'm down to
Star
see
Wars
something
Top
different.
Gun. I'm all in.
Yeah, me too.
it could be good. It could be good.
Mia
hey,
Goth in that thing. I like Mia Goth too. Like it's a good cast so far, and I don't hate Sean Levy.
Now it's 5 years after the last movie, and we are setting up the Rey trilogy. So I would not be surprised if the boy that he's protecting, his nephew, is force sensitive, and it's a get him to the Jedi type of thing, being chased, and Rey is there at the end. Welcome, Jedi.
Or maybe it'll be a good story.
maybe
Way to kill the buzz, man.
take you to a sing along, Alan.
Hey, let's go to comments here. We'll start from the top.
Red French Moon. I support Gina's decision. No one were in her shoes. Yeah, we're not in her shoes. So.
We're not in her shoes. We don't know.
Napsky for 5. Dante, you're right. Gunn should bring in Gina for Wonder Woman and then Cavill for Batman. Imagine that.
Oh yeah.
That would
I
be
was thinking
amazing.
either that or Big Barda from the New Gods. I mean, she could play a lot of roles, man.
Sweet.
Valiant Renegade. for
Hey,
20.
Valiant. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Good
for the big
afternoon.
20. Thank you.
No, it's good afternoon.
I'd be listening right now, but I'm covering AMC Theaters earnings call. Have a great show. They had a great quarter, and it's likely to get a lot better in the next year. Save the theaters.
I
Yeah.
agree. I'm with Valiant.
Yeah.
I save the theater. I have an AMC A list. I don't work for them, but I pay my $25 a month, and I go to the theater at least 3-4 times a week. I love it. I love it. It's a great value. So
It's all fun and games, so you have to drive an hour out of your way to get to a movie theater. So yeah, let's try to save the movie theaters.
But you're not going to save them by rushing everything to SVOD.
true.
Got to stop that. They got to change that.
What was it? Lilo and Stitch was in there a good long time. I
Yeah,
mean, they were
actually-
making their money, but
Disney
Yeah.
has gone out of the way to say that they will honor the 90-day window.
yeah,
I like
Good
it.
for them.
Thank you. Good.
Here you go. Red French Moon.
K-pop Hunters isn't anime. It's cosplaying as anime. It's more like American pop Demon Hunters in Korea, but all good if people enjoyed it, but just decent. Yeah, and
That's
Red
a-
as a Frenchman knows about Korean entertainment.
That's a fair criticism. I
it's
get
a
it. But
Sony
it's,
production. Let's not.
it's
let's not-
anime adjacent, but it's not.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's
I
an
get it.
American
It looks
production.
more like that Spider-Verse anime animation. It has that Spider-Verse.
Which I like. I like that Spider-Verse
Yeah.
animations.
Mhm.
MK Solid for $4.99. Did Alina Haba really get all hot when Alan was at the White House gates?
Yes.
Fire.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, we'll talk our DC adventures on Wednesday, people. So show up on Wednesday. I will show videos I shouldn't show.
Pilgrim Media for 2. Laughing my fucking ass off. Put him in Medea flick.
Yeah,
Laugh out
Medea
loud, bro.
Jr. Come on.
Can't
I'm
believe
just
you
saying,
suggested Tyler
you
Perry.
know, at the end of the day, you got to eat, right? So
No one will blame him. No
one will
will
blame him.
I
No
think you'll
judge
make a
him.
better Medea than Tyler Perry.
There's work at the post office.
What if he did a British version of Big Mama's House?
Work at the post office.
Medea, the early years.
Thanks to
Young,
our
young
mods.
Medea, come on.
Thanks to our mods, Lord Thoth, MK Solid. Appreciate you. We will be back on Wednesday with Hollywood on the Rocks. Can't wait to tell you about our DC adventures with the Drinker. We'll show you exclusive videos that we'll share with members early. And also, I forgot to say, go to shop.filmthreat.com. It's the Spirit Halloween store in my neighborhood is open. It's open. I can't wait. So go to shop.filmthreat.com and look up our Spirit of Halloween designs. Love them. All inspired by Halloween. And so there you go. And let's see. What are you guys doing? Tell me what you're up to. Go for it.
Yeah,
Plug your
guys,
channel.
Dante from Rebel Riot. Follow me on YouTube, Rumble, and X. I will be doing my show VRL possibly Saturday mornings from now on. So it seems like the last show was pretty good this past Saturday. So Saturday, 10 a.m. for VRL, and I'll have videos coming out during the week too.
Awesome.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hang out late on the Nightcap Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 10 p.m. And I am starting up a brand new stream Friday nights, anime nights. We're going to talk a lot of anime. So if you're an anime fan, hey, come hang out, check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. Thanks very much, Chris and Alex.
Awesome. Appreciate you.
Dodgercast at 3:30 avocado time, and every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So come check it out. If you were mad we didn't talk about weapons enough, you can come talk about weapons over there.
And the
Which I
link,
loved it.
we will direct you with the link to Badger's show. Thank you so much, everyone who sent in a soup, participated in the chat. We'll be back on, we're back on Wednesday, Alan.
Yes.
And so what else, Alan, what do you have to say?
We got some Sydney Sweeney news, I guess.
What? Oh, yeah, Sydney Sweeney news that we'll save for Wednesday. Gonna save it. So, okay, Alan, what do you got to say?
Let's get out of here.